Once my greatest fear was fear of success, because I knew that with success came hard work and responsibility, qualities that I had convinced myself that I did not possess. So I planned to fail because it was easier. I embraced failure because it was accepted by my peers and it wasn't cool to be smart. Before team, I was one of those students who wouldn't answer questions correctly or at all, afraid that if I started to show potential, that my teachers would always call on me. I was afraid that they would develop some impossible expectations that I would be obligated to meet because they knew how capable I really was. I first realized how deep in the hole of failure I was when I enrolled at Team Academy. At my elementary school, the teachers had seemed distant and disengaged, and I did not know what to expect from my new school. I was looking forward to a new building, new friends, and a new start, but boy was I in for a rude awakening when we pulled onto Custer Ave in front of the old St. Charles Borromeo Catholic Church. The building looked like the exact replica of a haunted house. I looked at my mother as if she was crazy, blind, or both. But ever since I laid eyes on the building, my life has never been the same. I spent the first 2 months of my 5th grade year at another middle school and visited team in late November. I observed the classrooms, needs for repair aside, and was intrigued by what I saw. There were students sitting on the floor all facing the teacher, and almost every single last one of them had their hands in the air to answer a question. What sold me most was when the teacher, Mr. Regans, picked on one of the students and she answered incorrectly. I chuckled to myself a little, but then immediately became ashamed when I saw that all the other students were still focused on answering the question. They had realized her mistake, but did not chastise her for it, and now were raising their hands to explain to her why her answer was wrong and what the correct one was. Even though it may seem like a small moment, for me it was a life-changing experience. I saw that here at Team, failure wasn't acceptable unless you tried again and again. And I saw that also to deliberately hold yourself back from your potential because it's easier than trying was like throwing away a part of yourself that you would never find again. After I saw the girl's hand go back up in the air to answer another question, I mentally began to take the first steps to break out of that habit. That experience was a stepping stone and helped me to eventually realize that I no longer needed to fail in order to feel accepted. I later went on to learn that making mistakes is a part of life, and it's that what you do after a mistake is made that makes all the difference. Over the next 4 years at Team, I went on to make a host of mistakes, many of which shall remain nameless for legal reasons. Right, Mr. Hill? But looking back, I would have never expected to make it this far, not because I did not have the ability, but because I did not have the tools. Team Academy not only helped me to build the confidence to try to succeed, it also supplied me with the tools I needed to succeed. Team was the first environment that I had been in where the competition was in academics and not on the basketball court or the dance floor. Team pushed me to do my best, even in the face of challenging obstacles, and to live in the spirit of Gandhi's words, to be the change I wish to see in the world. That little girl I saw on my first visit helped me to understand the concept of yet. Yet at Team was no longer used as a conjunction, but as a value. To me, yet meant that there was hope for beating the stereotypes and making it out there in the world beyond Newark, New Jersey. Yet also meant that the same kid who was in detention at least once a week from 5th to 7th grade could be standing on this very stage giving a speech tonight. I wonder who that could be. It was because at Team, yet meant that if you kept trying, there was always hope. Hope for so many kids to one day to be the first person in their family to go to college. Hope that one day we would all be able to give our kids the same opportunities that we were afforded. I later realized that from that one little word had sprung a whole new chapter in my life. It was the first chapter in my story where I had teachers who believed in me and was surrounded by peers who wanted to succeed. It was this chapter that allowed for me to attend the Montclair Kimberly Academy, one of the best private schools in New Jersey, and use the life lessons I had learned at Team to further my education. On June 13, 2010, I will graduate from MKA and begin working on a new chapter in my life. This one starring Caldwell College, which I'll be attending starting this fall. At Caldwell College, I plan to begin preparing for a career in international law and continue studying Spanish to use my degree in Latin America. Although I may not be there yet, I am confident that with what I learned from team, that it is only a matter of time. I believe that Marianne Williamson said it best. Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are powerful beyond measure. And it is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us.